Whoop. Ah. Okay. I am going to try to figure out how to do this. Oh, it is such a struggle. You guys have no idea. So still on this puzzle, but the lighting is so poor, I don't know how you're expected to see it. So anyway, you'll just have to take my word for it that there's a big open window here, so I have no idea about the lighting or lack of lighting, but nonetheless, I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed and frustrated. Not that that is of anyone's real concern, because unfortunately this is just how life is now for me. Some days are good and other days, woo, not so good. But I didn't want to forget about my puzzle, because really puzzles are what started it all for me. But that being said, gosh, I wish I wouldn't have gotten that sealant on that table. But that being said, you know, you do have to try. I don't know if I should have sat here. There is quite a glare from this window. I feel like I should move, but I'm not gonna move today. I'm just gonna stay still and see. Ooh, did you catch that one? Okay, I might look into getting like equipment that could attach to the table and then kind of be like an arm up here, so you guys could just see a bird's eye view of what I'm seeing. But I don't know. I have to think about what is the best setup. What is the best setup for this? And of course that never comes easy, right? So anyway, I'll figure it out. Don't fret. If you haven't learned anything about me, one thing you should know is that I am wildly determined to do things. So simply just confirm that with my husband. The ums are still there. However, I don't know. Maybe I'll just give up on not saying ums anymore. It's so hard, and it fills me with such a sense of embarrassment and dread that I often wonder, am I just causing myself more stress? I don't really feel like any of you care so much that I say I think it's just a me thing. But that I don't know. I change my mind. Some days I'm like, I'm just gonna do me, and then other days I'm like, no, I can do better. You know, as they say, be the change you want to see. Well, if I do a lot of talking about, guys, you should change this and change that and whatnot, well, how can I truly, you know, believe that if I don't follow through my own stuff? So again, I have been super busy trying to, I don't know, what am I even doing? Just trying to get my life on the go, I guess. But I am sitting here struggling. I'm angry at the light. Today is just not, I think this looks better in terms of color composition, but I'm still not happy with it. So what to do, eh? Sometimes you just have to start picking up the pieces just in your life, you know, just to see like, okay, where are we at? Where are things going to go? Should we revamp? Should we revisit? Like what's on the go? So sometimes that means you're literally forcing yourself to sit down. Well, I don't know. Is that always a bad thing? I don't know. But then as I say that, my stomach's like super upset. So I don't really know how long I'm going to do this today. But then I get a win and I get sucked back in. So you see, it becomes easy to see where the struggle of a puzzler comes from, eh? And I know I talk about that every single time. it is just such an interesting piece of the pie to me, to be aware of, that how easily an inanimate object can actually manipulate you. Yeah, I just find that so funny. Anyway, okay, so what's been going on? Well, let's see, what can I talk about? I have been feeling a sense of, gosh, so the way that the camera is, it's on a tripod and the legs are right beside me, so I'm worried to like move around lest I knock the legs of the tripod and then cause the camera to go flying. I will lean over here just to see if there are any more pieces of red for the barn. I think I see like one or two. I don't really see any other than that. So I know as a puzzler, you have to be conscientious of the fact that even though you think you may have all the pieces, you might be missing some small key pieces that really hold a lot of detail for you, which then once you grab those pieces, it allows you to further that story of where you're at. See, just like that, just that piece right there. See, I was like, oh, hang on. I was like, ho hum, where do you, let's see, you see that one? Where do you belong? Oh, you really need that light, eh? Gosh, this is such a steep learning curve. And it's too bad you can't see that window, otherwise you'd see my ducks walking around out there, being full of all kinds of sauce. Oh my goodness, they're great animals, but woo, they can become so saucy. It is just so interesting. So yeah, just like that, 1, 2, 3 pieces just like that. So see how if you go back to your puzzle pile and you try to see, is there even like one, look at that, piece number 4. Ooh, so good. Is there any little hints that although the piece maybe doesn't belong there, eventually it's going to end up in blah, blah, blah spot. So I always like to think about stuff like that. It's wild. You guys can't hear, but that mic is almost giving me a bit of feedback. So I was just trying to hear what the heck that noise was, but I did figure it out. Okay, where's this part? This is like the door. Oh, that's for, where do you go now? So if the horse's backside is there. Oh, that piece. Nice. And you know, it's the funny thing. So I sit here and say, you know, there's been a lot going on. You can imagine that I have some stress with things that are going on. Now, are the things stressful? Yes. But is all stress negative stress? No, I disagree. I do think that there is a time and place for all things. Gosh, I wish I could get that to work. I do think that there is a time and a place for all things, yet it is so interesting. Oh, yeah, there we go. No, darn. Yet it is so interesting to me how good stress can elicit the same type of reaction from your body. So your body has to then determine, is it breathing, just for an example, is it breathing rapidly because it's, you know, fight or flight, or is it breathing rapidly because, like, I don't know, you're running a charity race and like, isn't this fun? You know what I mean? So just stuff like that to consider. Okay, let me take a more serious approach here now. Not that I haven't been, but anyway. It's just so funny how much I just want to walk away from this. Every time I sit down a puzzle, I'm always like, I'm never gonna get it, I'm never gonna get it. And then once you get it, it's like, oh yeah, like, isn't that nice? Yeah, isn't that nice when things actually start to click, like literally and figuratively. It is just the best. However, trying to figure out exactly where things go, and you guys can't see that picture that I keep referencing, so that must be frustrating. Oh, there's the fridge. So that must be frustrating for you. Oh, there's a few other red pieces. Okay, I bet you I'm getting waylaid with that stuff. But this really does look like it goes in here. So how am I gonna, this way maybe? No. Gosh darn. Ugh. It is fun doing puzzles, but frustrating all in the same breath. And apparently now my body has decided that it's hungry. And so it's probably gonna start growling here in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. See, it's so funny. Once you learn your body, I think it's really interesting to see, you know, oh, are you going to be able to predict when blah, blah, blah. And anyway, as the time has been going on, I have been able to connect with my body. And what I mean by that is that I can tell like when I'm getting sick, knock on wood, or when this or when that. And so, and I don't mean like, oh, didn't sleep well tonight, so probably gonna end up getting a cold. No, I mean like I can tell 2 or 3 days in advance, or, you know, I don't know. It's just you have to kind of trust me on that. It is so interesting though, I'll tell you that. Holy. I just cannot find where these pieces go. Oh, so frustrating. All right, let me get up. Try not to hit the camera. Let me do one good more peruse of the red. Now that I'm able to see by looking at the picture a little bit more clearly, I can see, I'm going to grab that anyway. I'm going to grab a bonus one, but I'll show you guys what it is. Now that I'm able to see the picture a little bit more clearly, I'm able to see that there's actually a few red pieces on a few red spots that the red pieces could go. I thought it was, just quickly looking at it, I thought it was only one red barn, but there's actually a few different outbuildings on this farm. So, that being said, I need to start thinking about which red belongs to which grouping, because of course, they're all different. Okay. What a lazy day, eh? Today's Sunday, and I've gotten up, walked the dogs. What else have I done? Had breakfast. I'm working on, believe it or not, I'm working on my memoirs. So I was working on that for quite a while today, which was great. Definitely go over there. But it is still such like a lazy day, and I wonder if I should just end the video and go watch TV. But I feel like I want to plug on, so I should, because from my experience, I know that it becomes very easy to make excuse after excuse of why it's harder to do something, why you're not going to do something. Like, I understand all of that. That was my existence for a long time. I will ask you though, do you consider that, oh gosh, do you consider that a life well lived? Or, you know, are you a bit frustrated with where you are at in your life right now, perhaps? Tell you, I'm frustrated with this red burn. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. It's like the puzzle knows. And please don't worry, I haven't lost my mind. It is interesting to note, though. See, when you start to feel frustrated, and it's like the puzzle knows, here I need to look at the game. It's like the puzzle knows, and it will like reward you with a few good pieces. Ugh, I'm looking at all the dust on my screen, on the camera screen, but such is life, can't control every aspect of every day, I guess. Lord knows I try. Okay. I bet you that one goes with that one then. Or that comes nice. Yeah, every time I think, okay, this is it, I'm walking away, I'm doing it, every time I put the box down like that, that means I'm done. So I always want to put the box down. It's so funny, but sometimes I think it's better to just carry on and look at that, and embrace the suck, as they would say, because yeah, sometimes life can just be so sucky, and it's hard to want to go on, isn't it? I have never struggled with wanting to give up permanently. So I have never thought about self-harm. But I know that I'm incredibly lucky. And some of you, without acknowledging, because it is not my business, have had those really sad thoughts enter your head. And gosh, that is just, there we go. I feel for you so much, and I don't know how your mind is composed of the chemicals that would make you think that your life is not worth it, because your life is so worth it. Like, I wish I could figure out a way to convince you guys that your life is worth it. And if that means that I just sit here and repeat the same stuff I've been saying over and over and over, well, until you guys start to believe it, I guess you've kind of condemned me to a life of always being your biggest cheerleader. And that may seem really sad to you guys, but that actually gives me a lot of hope in terms of, well, you must need something from me if you're tuning in. So if I am the only person that can tell you that you are worth it and your life has value, then I'm doing my job. Maybe that's what I was meant here to do, was to try and convince you that you are worth it. I just need you to start believing it. And yes, listen, I'm trying to find a spot for that. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? Oh, I did it. Come on. How can you not believe in yourself? I was searching and searching and searching for that piece, and I just picked up a random piece. I promise it was random, and it fit. During my speech about trying to get you guys to believe in yourself, like if you can't feel that, whatever that is, like, I don't know, my love for you guys to have a better life, then you need to rewind and watch again. It's so true though. Like it's wild to me how, just like, I just wish you guys would not have the same journey as myself, because I would never want anyone to suffer the ways that I have suffered. But I really wish that you guys could have had somewhat the same journey as me, just to understand why I'm so determined now to instill a sense of value into you guys, because it's the only way. Like, it is, what is the alternative, guys? Like, death. That is the alternative. So nobody wants that for you. Nice. Nobody wants that for you. And if you think of people in your life, this is going so serious. If you think of people in your life that honestly wouldn't care if you were dead or alive, then say goodbye to those people. Whoa, they are coating your life in toxicity. If they make you question the validity of your life, bye-bye, like, time to go. You don't, just because someone has been born into your life as with a title, so they're your mother, they're your father, they're your aunt, they're your so-and-so-in-law, they're your husband, they're your wife, they're your, whatever title you are thinking of right now, that does not entitle them to your time. Your time is valuable, your time is precious, and your time is limited. Act accordingly. You don't need to do these dramatic, like, screaming episodes of get out of my life and blah, 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 blah. You don't need to do all that. All you need to do is quietly but determinedly take your life back. I'm going to let you sit on that for a few minutes, because I know some of you are going to struggle thinking, how do you even start something like that? So my question is, why are you just starting to think about stuff like that? Why have you let that stuff fall to the wayside? So I think it is incredibly important to first live your life for yourself, and then to figure out who you have invited into your life. Have you invited someone whom, I don't know how it's gonna go actually. Have you invited someone into your life whom, probably shouldn't be there? Or have you only introduced people into your life who are just, they're everything for you. They are your moon, your stars, your everything. And they only want good things for you. They don't lie to you. They don't support everything you do, which is a great thing, believe me. If you want, honestly, if you want someone in your life who is like a yes person, well, I don't know what to tell you, because I think those types of people are actually quite dangerous. Often they will often I find they will set you up to fail. And the reason, there we go. And the reason I say that is because if they instill this false sense of confidence into you that you are always right and you are always wronged and blah, 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 how are you going to grow? Like, I never understand that. And I will do it now. It seems the best time. Guys, I am a huge proponent of counseling, or supporter, I don't know what the right word is, of counseling. So I do think it is critical for your own mental health that if anything I talk about resonates with you guys, you got to get into counseling. I'm telling you, it is the only thing that worked for me. Thank goodness. Like, thank whoever recommended to me that I should go into counseling. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because if you didn't give me the words that you need counseling, who knows what words you may have been saying to me or about me in my future. So anyway, don't we just love how the puzzle is just showing itself and really coming along? Like, I think that is just so great. I just love stuff like that. Now, I think I need, what? I need many things. Does this go like that? Not a chance. But you go there, boop-a-doo. And see, then I'm so happy when things start to tickety-boo. I'm so happy that obviously I didn't walk away. Like, look at how rewarding all of this is, just being able to really get in there and like get this puzzle done. I have to think about what that sound was. I don't know, it might be the dogs going in and out of the house. Yep. Slowly but surely, yeah. All right, and with that, I need a pee break. Okay, let me take a break. Oh, dear. Okay, where are we at here?